Hello, everybody. Today is day 58 of our 80-day obsession journey. It is by far the hardest workout for me out of all the workouts. And the crazy part is the workout that we did today, which is called Cardio Flow, is really should be, I don't know, maybe not my favorite, but we have done this same workout every time. It hasn't changed. The sequence and the amount of reps have changed, but this is something that we have done month 1 and 2. It was always every Saturday, and in month 3, the third phase, it's on Tuesday. But I have noticed that I have greatly improved in my endurance, and the name completely fooled me when we started this program. I thought that it was a yoga-ish workout, especially because it was the last day of the week, but it is really a fast-paced and the sequence of the workouts are very fast-paced. But I did it, and this month has been extremely challenging compared to month 1 and 2. But the one thing that Autumn keeps reinforcing with us is that every time we do a workout, every time we lift a weight that's heavier than week 1, then that is a result. People are always looking for results that can be measured on the scale or measured with a measuring tape or close. But every time you do a workout, that is a result. And I'm so happy to be part of the community I am, that people don't understand what coaches do. It brings us a community. And really, I was thinking today when I was talking to some moms at Rebels Book Fair, is that our world is so disconnected. It's so ironic that now, due to technology, whether it be smartphones, internet, Skyping, webcams, all these different things, we have the capability now to be connected to hundreds of thousands of people. I mean, I know way more people at age 36 than my parents did at this age because of technology. But you would think that you would feel more connected, and really we're feeling less connected. And it's been weighing on my mind since the tragedy in Vegas yesterday morning about how disconnected we are. And it's kind of befuddling to me that any of the interviews that I've seen of the shooter, the family members, they had no idea. They categorized this guy as a gentle giant, and they were absolutely just in shock of what he did, that it's a mass shooting. And it's so crazy to me that you can spend so much time with people and never know what's going on. And this is something I tell my kids all the time, and I tell people on my team that you never know what somebody's struggling with. You never know. I mean, there's a song from the Suicide Squad about you never know if you're sitting the psychopath next to you. You never know, but you never know what people are going through. And I believe that these things are because people feel so disconnected. Something was going on with this guy, and he didn't feel like he had anybody to talk to. And I don't know. I just am so amazed at how connected we are and how disconnected we are. And today at the book fair, we were kind of talking about kids and dating and all of these apps they have. And one of my friends, she actually works kind of as like a liaison with girls that have been are teen pregnancies, and they have to have somebody that works with them that helps them while they're on out for maternity leave, I suppose, and so they can still stay enrolled in the school. And I was asking her how many kids or teens or girls that she sees during a school year, what ages they are and whatnot. And she was saying that the average number has been about 4 or 5 girls pregnant in a school year. And I was like, okay. And she said, a couple years ago, her boss had said that it used to be like 20 or 25 girls. And so the number has went way down, which is amazing, incredible. I mean, I was a teen mom. It was very difficult, and I wouldn't suggest anybody do that. Obviously, we've survived. She's 18 and she's a great kid. But we were talking about how we feel that the internet, the apps, Snapchat, Instagram, all these different things, that kids are less connected, and they're dating through these social media platforms, and it does kind of inhibit their social interaction. And I was telling my husband a little bit ago that Emily has a friend that they do FaceTime all the time. They talk all the time. But when we saw him at the open house at the beginning of the school year, they walked by one another like several times. I'm like, "There's your friend. Like, what's up?" Like, and she was like, "Oh, we talked, we FaceTimed earlier." I'm like, "But like, we're in public. You're right next to him. Why didn't you speak to him?" And she was like, "Because we don't need to, because we talked earlier." And like, that is the disconnect that we're seeing. And I was like, "Say hi to him." And so they high-fived each other one time when we walked past each other. But like, I truly feel that we get behind these phones and we become so connected yet disconnected, and people are feeling that. That's why there's a high rate of depression, because people feel disconnected. And I truly believe when you see that people are binge watching Netflix, they're so engrossed in a show, it's because they feel connected to those characters, connected to that show, and we need that connection. And so that's why a lot of times it becomes such an addiction, is because we feel so disconnected to people in real life that we watch something that's not really reality, because it gives us that sense and that need that is a human need that we all crave. So it's one of those things, I think, that people just go through the motions and don't realize this. But I feel if we had more human interaction, if we asked more questions, if we got more close to people, we could help solve a lot of the problems that are in the world, where people feel disconnected, where they feel depressed, where they're angry, where they feel like they don't belong, that nobody cares. And at the same time, that when you're close to somebody and you get to know them, if there's anything strange, you notice right away. But if you just have surface relationships and you don't know somebody and you don't know their mannerisms, it's easy to pass up these opportunities to be able to be somebody that you can help in the time of need. And that's one thing that people don't understand, I think, about what we do as coaches, is a lot of coaches, you might be surprised, are introverts. And I think that introverts, and the term, the identifying factor of being an introvert is highly misunderstood. People think that introverts are people that don't want to be around people that are shy, and that can be categorized by that. But I am very introverted, whereas I need a lot of time by myself to decompress. Like, I'm very friendly. I can talk to people. I'm good with people in person that are strangers, but I need a lot of time to decompress. I would rather be by myself, because just being with people at times can feel really lonely. And but a lot of coaches are introverts, and so you see a lot of us, that we go to these events and we're with our family and the people that we love, our fit family. But then at the same time, it's nice because we can work from home. It's nice because we get to see one another. We get to get dressed up a couple of times a year, and then we get to go back and then choose what life we want to live, and then be able to be introverts. And so I think that a lot of people assume that you have to be super outgoing, that you have to, get in front of people to be successful as a coach. But the truth is, we're, very introverted people by nature, from most of the coaches that I talk to. But, I have to force myself to get out and to talk to people, because it's so easy to just live through the relationships that I do have really great relationships with people, but through the internet. But you need some human connection. You need to be near people. You need to have other people's perspective, because that becomes your circle of influence. And really, we need human contact. So anyways, I was just thinking about that, some things that were going due to what's going on with my teen, what's going on in the world, and things that I'm observing. So anyways, today was day 58 of our 80-day obsession journey. Today is refeed day, so I'm super excited. As soon as I'm off of this, I get to go. It's like a carb up day. That doesn't mean we eat crappy carbs, but we eat carbs that are a lot higher in sugar than what is on our normal list, because that restores our glycogen in our body, and then that gives us that burst of energy. It restores it, and it's helping us, continue on this journey, because we're doing hard workouts. And the way we're eating is fueling our body, where we are getting stronger. One of my friends just told me that she has lost 13 pounds already. And it's just been in this, she's really starting to see it now towards the end. And everybody and every person's body is different and responds differently, but a lot of people have saw a lot of big results in the beginning of the program, and then they started to slow down. And the one thing that the reasoning behind that is that, number one, everybody's body reacts differently, but a lot of people see results really quickly, but your body can't keep up with that, and it can be very confusing to somebody if you've gone, especially like me. When I started my journey, I lost weight and inches very quickly, but I had been living an extremely sedentary life, and so I saw quick results, and then they started to taper off. And so that can be discouraging to a lot of people who say you lose 5 pounds in the first 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden you're only losing a pound every week, and that's really that may be a slow rate to you, but it's actually what you need, because of the fact that your body can't keep up with losing 5 pounds a week. So, it's been different because a lot of us have had slower results, and I'm one of them. But over time, we have big results, and I truly believe that I'll see the biggest results in this phase myself. So don't get discouraged if you've tried something in the past and you don't see great, what you consider or deem great results in the beginning, because your body may be reacting differently, and you can't compare yourself to somebody else's journey, because you don't know what their starting point is. You don't know the level of effort they put in. You don't know what they're eating like compared to you. Just get moving, because no matter what you're doing, you're creating results, and you're doing something for yourself and proving that you are worth it.